Oh, are we live? Hey, what's up, everybody? Coach Nandy here from Nandy After Dark. What is really hood, you guys? What's up? I actually got a message from Chandra. She's going to be joining us. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. Let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat. Okay. Oh, here it is. It might be tiny. Okay. Put the StreamYard. What were these influences in the Carmen and Tay circle? Because I'm certainly not the first person to ever come up with StreamYard, but I ain't seen nobody do it when we first started doing it in this Carmen and Tay circle. It didn't come until much later. But what would they be doing in this space if it wasn't for StreamYard? StreamYard is a very, very useful tool, especially when you're talking about doing panels and all that stuff. Y'all know we really don't do panels on this page a lot, but we're shifting gears a little bit and switching some stuff up and doing some things that we hadn't done in the past, like bringing people on. We really don't bring a lot of people onto our show, not other influencers, definitely, to talk about their beef with other people. But I find the Chaundra and Nicki beef to be quite interesting. So Chaundra, oh, she's here already? Hold on, let me see. Chaundra did get in my messages. I sent her a message before I got on here and she responded right back to me. I actually had Chandra's number in my phone. And y'all hit the thumbs up, please, before we even get started. Hit that thumbs up. We're on YouTube only right now. We were having difficulties on Facebook, so I said, let me go ahead and move the party over to YouTube. Y'all hit the thumbs up button and say hello in the comments, please. That's the least you could do. And let me know that you're here. Say hello. If you a hoe in the bushes, go hoe in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? Do what hoes do in the bushes. Be quiet. Sit back. Don't say shit, because that's what you do. But if you ain't a hoe and you ain't in the bushes, say hello. Say hi. I'd like to hear from you. Definitely. Okay. Let's see if Chaundra is around yet. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my eyes straight, y'all. Lord have mercy. Y'all look ready, child. Y'all look ready like Freddy. Y'all hit the thumbs up button. Okay, let's see if Chandra's in here. Hi, Miss Jones. Hi, Miss Lot. What's up, lady? What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dorian Hunter. That's Chef Dorian. Hi, Chef Dorian. Hi, Miss Betty. Miss Betty. What's up, baby? Hi, Kaya. What's up, Pleasure Gates? All right, Chaundra, you in here? Because I'm trying to see what's really hood. Just in case you weren't on our Facebook. What's up, Daphne? Just in case you weren't on our Facebook page and you don't know why the hell Coach Nandy is on 2 times in a day, because that never happens. I have posted, just level setting real quick. I posted, and Chaundra, if you're listening, let me call her on her phone. Hold on. Let me get her on the phone. Because maybe she can't log on. Maybe she's at work. Because one thing I do know about her, she do be working. Now, that's what I do know. I admit I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that. I posted a video of a crash out that Nicki did, and it was funny. It was funny as hell, and it was very accurate. She was crashing out about tag on our Facebook page. I posted it like in the middle of the night, and I'll be doing that from now on. So y'all make sure y'all check our page in the middle of the night for like a little treat video, because I'm going to delete it shortly after, because I don't like junk, like stuff like that on our page for long periods of time. Put it, let y'all enjoy it, and then take it off. Okay. So Chandra got under the comments about an hour ago and responded, because I posted a video and someone said, oh, what happened to Nicki? I haven't seen her. I said, I don't know, but I heard she's a deaconess now. And Chandra got in under my comment and said, she ain't no deaconess, far from it. She's still the same devil that she's always been. Now, this was interesting to me because I didn't know that I heard something about maybe they might have had a falling out, but I didn't know it was like that deep, So I was asking you guys, what's going on? Like, what's tea? And some of y'all told me it's about a lady named Chris, who I have no idea. This goes to show you for real how I really don't be keyed into anybody else shit but Carmen and Taze, and not even that all the time. Like, most of my updates come from Cherry Pick. I'm busy, okay? I'm busy offline, but I got time today, bitch. Huh? I got time today. Let me call Chaundra on my other phone. Hold on. I got time today, bitch. And I had already had Chandra's number in my phone. I went to call her just now. And hold on. And because I don't know what happened. Maybe a couple of years ago, I had called her about something. Something was going on. And I saved her number in my phone. So I don't know if it's the same number or not. Let me call it. Hold on. But she did respond and give me her number again as well. Okay. Hold on. I hit the thumbs up. Sure, let me see. Let's look. It's the right number? Yeah, it's the same number. I thought maybe she had a different number or something. Well, I called her. She didn't answer the phone. So hold on. Let me get in the comments. Let me come over here and see what y'all are saying. Maybe she's in the comments. I don't know. But she sent me a message and said, "Hey, you're not live yet. I was looking for you to be live." And I told her that I was about to go live. So, Chandra, are you in here, child? Let me scroll down. Oh, she said, "Hey, I'm clicking the link." Okay. All right. Let me see if it's trying to let her in. I don't see your request. Your request hasn't come through yet, Chandra. For you to join the live, the StreamYard. What is it saying? Are you getting a message? She's in the chat. Yes, I see that. Thank you so much. She's in the chat. Got it. Yes, I got time today, bitch. I got time. Chandra, what's the message saying? Let me post it again. Hold on. Copy. Oh, wait. All right. I posted the link again. There it is. Right there. Oops. There it is right there. I don't see. But I'm happy to also oh wait. Oh, here she is. I think so. Hold on. I saw you there. You must have clicked out. Oh, there you go. All right, hold on. Here she goes. All right, Chandra. Save you. All right. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are y'all doing?
Oh, don't act proper with me, bitch.
I'm not.
Don't put your proper voice on with me. Be her. Be yourself. Listen, when you come over here, I want you to be you, whoever you are. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just got off from work. Thank you for asking.
We can barely hear you.
Can y'all hear me now?
A little bit better, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. I just got off from work. I apologize. That was us. That was me sharing your old lives out. I was going through your page sharing your old lives about Nicki. Wow. So your views should have ran up on a whole bunch of old lives of her. I was trying to find some of Chef Val's and couldn't. But yes. That
I
was me
can't wait. Let
sharing.
me ask them if they can hear you because I can barely hear you. Can y'all hear her in the chat? Somebody says Chandra is good people. Is Chandra NJ mom? Yes, I used to call her that. Can y'all hear Chandra? Let me know in the chat before she starts. Somebody said yes, we can hear her. Yes, we can hear her. Hi, Miss Eunice. All right, you there, Chandra?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so let's get right on into it because I'm gonna get into it, kind of girl. All right, so what is going on with you and Everything's Irie, aka Nicki?
Um, to be honest with you, everybody had already gave me warning. First, I'm gonna start off by apologizing to you, which I should have done it a long time ago. Do you not
Mm-hmm.
recall I came at you in your platform behind Nikki?
Mm-hmm.
Do
You
you
did,
recall that?
of course. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I came at you behind Nikki. That's just how I'm about any of my friends. Right or wrong, if my friend is wrong, I'm gonna be wrong right along with their ass because they my friend.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I've always been loyal to Nikki. Darnell, I've never been into it with Darnell. Guess what? I got into it with Darnell behind
Mm-hmm.
Nikki. Jumping in his
Uh-huh.
chat behind Nikki.
Right.
You know, and I
Right.
didn't know none of these people. I didn't know any of these people. So
Right.
I just felt that loyalty to Nikki because she stepped up and reached out to me when me and Chef Carmen and Tracy K. Mitchell got into it when that stuff happened with that money raising for my son.
Yeah, I
And
remember
she's the
that.
only
Uh-huh.
content creator that reached out to me. She's the only content creator with the smallest page that reached out to me to help me. Not no other
Uh-huh.
content creator that knew what was going on. So that's why I
Right.
felt like my loyalty was there because you don't find that. Any
Right.
wrong Nikki's been doing, I stood behind her 10 fucking toes.
Now that's
Now
true.
I might in the back correct her or say something or you know what I'm saying. But I didn't left my
Now
kids
that's
sick.
in the back. I might in the back. Uh-huh. Go ahead. I'm listening. I was trying to see if I can hear you on the other phone. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. I said I might in the back, like, I didn't left my kids sick and flew to Vegas for her behind that Carmen shit. I don't pay attention.
I
Pay
remember
attention to
that.
that Carmen shit. Yes. I flew
Yes.
up there on my own dime and paid for her. And you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Little things like that.
Yeah. Sure.
So I've always been there for Nikki, knowing that she was wrong, right or wrong, whatever it is, what it is. I knew
Right.
about her scamming. I just didn't play no parts in it. I wasn't gonna do that. That's your business. Keep that to yourself. But she
Right.
told me how to get money up when I was hurting when MJ was sick. She
Oh.
told me how to play people. So I knew everything that y'all was saying was true, but I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna let y'all know I knew. Nikki know
Right.
I know a whole motherfucking lot. Like I've been and knew her dude was in jail. I've been and knew everything y'all was trying to come out with.
Right.
So
Let me put my earphones in. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Don't go away. Okay. Connected. All right. Hello?
yes. Can you hear me
No,
better now?
that's not. Hold on. Hold on one second. Hold on, Chandra.
Mm-hmm.
Because for whatever reason, um,
I can join you from my other phone. It might just be my phone too.
I'm gonna just take these out.
See,
You said what? Go
my,
ahead, Chandra.
I can join you from my other phone if that's gonna be a better thing. If y'all
I
can't hear
think
me.
that they can hear you just fine. I think it's a me thing. It's a my device. It's a me issue. I think.
Oh, okay.
This is so much BS. Angela, lady of TS. What's so much BS? What's so much BS? Get the fuck off my page, bitch. Now I know I've been off the scene for a while and people don't forgot how I get down and who you da. But bitch, let me remind you. Let me reintroduce myself, bitch. My name is Hove. Let me block her. Hold on. Cause if let me say this before Chandra even gets started. If you don't like Chandra and you over here, keep that shit to yourself. All right. Just like when Vera come on our page or whoever else, I don't let people get in the comments and just be attacking her. You don't like why the fuck? Why are you over here? If you don't like her, you don't like me. You for karma, whatever it may be. You for Nicki. Don't. You could be over here, but don't pipe up because I'm gonna pipe you down. Whoever the fuck you are, I don't care who you are. You already know what it is. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So, anyways, I had this lady. I'm always known for bringing people in my home. You know
Mm,
that. I always bring people off the streets in my home. Nicki know that. So this one particular individual named Chris, I
Mm-hmm.
did an eviction thing on her. The crazy thing about it is what throws me for a toll is Nicki did not like Chris.
Mm-hmm.
He did
Where
not
did you
like,
meet this lady,
and
Chris? At? How do you know her?
vice versa. I met her online through MJ Strong and Family.
Okay.
Yes. So vice versa, Chris didn't like Nicki. They never had a bond. They never talked. You know what I'm saying? It was funny. So how they linked up was kind of crazy. So I knew Nicki had always been jealous. Nicki's page was 40 something K, and I
Uh
started
huh.
a fresh page with 100 something followers. How
Uh
my
huh.
page doubled Nicki's. I knew the change in her. I knew the jealousy was
Uh
there. How MJ Strong
huh.
and Family just blew up. She
Right.
advertised me that one, and then it just went past her. And I knew she was upset about that, but I thought she was better than that. I would call her, be like, "Hey, Nicki, how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. Hey, Nicki, my page is reported. What do I do? And help me with my payouts, or help me with this." That Carmen them didn't hit me again. Everybody that I was going after for her was tearing my fucking page up. Lakeisha and them was
Right.
to eat my ass up. So I needed Nicki to help me fight these strikes. I would always hit her up, and Nicki knew everything about my page. I mean, everything. So I was like,
Uh
okay, she cool. Nicki could have had my page deleted if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
huh.
And she didn't. So
Uh
I'm
huh.
just like, because I gave her so much information, passwords, gave her stuff to show me how to do this and that. So I just felt
Right.
like she was cool. But these people was
Right.
coming after me because of Nicki. Me stepping in and speaking my mind and saying what the fuck I say, for Nicki.
Right.
Well, this stuff with Chris, Nicki was watching. She seen how other content creators, I'm not gonna say other content creators' names, but other major YouTubers was making a bank, and they talked about how much money they made off of this Chris story with me.
Uh
They
huh.
all talked about it. They all
Uh
talked
huh.
about it. So Nicki kept looking like, dang, because Nicki wasn't doing YouTube or nothing like that. Nicki wasn't doing none of that. She was just doing her Facebook thing. Now she went
That's
back to
true.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Now she's streaming both again, trying to be like somebody. Be your fucking self. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
So Nicki took it upon herself to start doing both and jumping in there trying to get up there. She seen how much money they made. So Nicki looked at this like it was a money grab.
Uh huh.
Because she go online and she started acting like she's trying to diffuse the situation. How the fuck is you trying to diffuse the situation? I'm your
Mm.
friend. You don't
Right.
know this bitch. But
Right.
everything then played out online, and everybody then played the whole situation out
So, but
online.
wait. So,
Oh,
tell me what happened with you and Chris, though. Before you tell me about, because I need to understand. I need context. What happened with you and Chris? Why did you and Chris fall out?
okay. Me and Chris fell out. So I had got word that Chris had been talking about me on the back end. Chris was
Mm.
friends with some of my enemies, which I don't tell
Mm.
nobody to be friends with. Be friends with who you want to
Mm.
be friends with. I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. Chris was friends with one of my enemies, with a couple of my enemies, and was
Uh
fine.
huh.
Well, it
Uh
took
huh.
one person. You know how it take in those groups? It take one person to start recording and leaking, and it goes from there.
Absolutely.
That's all it took. It got back to me that Chris had been talking about me, that Chris was in on that CPS shit. That's how CPS knew so much of shit that was going on in my home. Everything came back to me. Everything was released online. Everything was upload. Everything was done online. I mean, everything played out online. So this girl named Tamika, which I didn't like, used to be my moderator that Chris linked up with. Chris started linking up and becoming friends with people I was deleting off my page. That was a
Mm-hmm.
flag number two. That was flag
Mm.
number two. Then they created a Telegram. Somebody leaked the Telegram. That was flag number three. You get what I'm saying? But I'm still giving her chance after chance. And
Right.
so I told her this last time, I was like, if you're going to be friends with them outside of my house. I didn't do this online. I didn't come online and do it. I didn't even bring it to line that I was putting her out.
Uh huh.
Chris took it online, which we already played that back from the beginning. Chris took it online. Should I? Should I not? This bitch
Uh
got
huh.
me fucked up and started
Uh
doing all this bullshit. We went
huh.
to my daddy's funeral. At my daddy's funeral, Chris tried to hook my baby daddy up with her friend.
Okay.
Everything during my daddy's funeral, doing me burying my daddy. Like a
Mm.
whole, but yes, because she knew he was a money bag. They know how the fuck I get down. I ain't gonna fuck with you if you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? She already knew
Right.
too much about him. So she was trying to make him be her friend, sugar daddy, and so forth and so on. It all backfired. The whole thing backfired.
Uh huh.
So
Is Chris
at this,
white or black?
she black. Girl,
Oh,
all you
okay.
gotta do is all kinds of bloggers talked about her. Like it's
Uh.
that shit blew up.
Uh.
Um, but so that happened. So we
Uh.
going, Chris talking shit in the house. I'm learning, different shit, this and that. Nicki watching all the shit play out. Me and Nicki didn't talk in between the time. And Nicki even said, I just don't know why she just don't leave your house. Why she just don't leave your house. But I ended up having to come out of pocket and file an eviction to get her out my house.
Uh huh.
And I did it. So once that was done, then Nicki all of a sudden want to get in it. y'all just need to stop. Y'all just need to
Mm-hmm.
stop. And she go on her platform and she started talking. And so I go on Nikki's platform. I said, Nikki, don't speak on a story if you
Mm-hmm.
don't know the whole story. Don't speak on it if you
Right.
don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Nikki call herself popping back. You know how she get when she get high?
Oh
Her
yeah.
mouth overloaded her motherfucking ass. So I went over there and I sat there and said, like the fuck I said, don't speak
Mm.
on the story if you don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Then she talking about, I don't know who you think you is. You run your platform now, and it went from there.
Oh God.
And
Wow.
that was it. And then she gonna try to play like she was diffusing the situation. And then I got word from somebody else that her and Chris had been talking on the back end. Like I said,
Mm.
people don't understand. Everybody is not your friends. You your
Right.
own friend, and you can be your own worst enemy. And that's
Right.
all it took. Who they thought was their friend that they were talking on the back end, the shit got back to me through the same lady that just put Chris out this last time.
Uh-huh.
That's what I say. It's just messy motherfucking groups. You can't be friends with females. Period. Point blank is what it all boiled down to.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry
Manny,
about that. All right, you there?
Manny, come on. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, sorry about that. My
Oh no, you're fine.
I swiped a little too hard to
Oh
left.
no, you're
Okay.
fine.
So have you talked to Nikki on the phone since all this has been going on?
No, me and Nikki, our last matter of fact, I have our last conversations, and I will inbox them to you. I've got her. I messaged her, Nikki. I got her. Let me see our last conversations, and this is what I matter of fact, March 9th. I
Uh-huh.
said, you said you didn't know who to trust. I'm saying I don't have to be in that category. One thing
Uh-huh.
for sure is I ain't never been a snake.
Right.
And then that's what she was telling me. I said I was telling you this because of how serious charges are, and you seen the mass email that KISD put out due to the stuff being from the internet. So Nikki
Right.
knew about them contacting my son's school.
Mm.
Nikki knew about all of that shit. So I'm letting her
Right.
know. I'm letting her see the police stuff. Everything that's tracking with this story. Nikki said Friday, March 13th, 11:43. Nikki said, "Hey, give me a call in like 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the management office with my son. Today is his move day."
Oh, I see.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
that was March 13th. I said, I'm
Uh-huh.
calling you for the second time because a call came through and ended my call to you. She didn't reply. She knew
Uh-huh.
she was caught up then. So March 13th, she knew she was caught up. She already knew people that already started getting messages back to me. So I'm going to send all this to you. That's what was said. It ain't nothing deleted. This is straight thread.
Mm.
Straight thread. And so I was like, I'm calling for the second time because a call came through and ended my call to you. And then I said, for the record, I'm tired of getting screenshots and screen recordings. So me being the grown woman I am, I'm texting your phone. I never
Mm.
spoke on your mother. I don't have no ill will towards your mother or your kids. So when you
Right.
speak on me, do not lie and say Chandra spoke on my mother or my kids because I didn't. And for the record, Chandra is not in no groups. I got too much
Mm.
on my plate to be worried about some damn groups. What I
Mm.
said was, your dog dying was your karma. And that's what the fuck I said. Because Nikki was over there talking about, Chandra's talking about me and my mom. She tried to run with that story that everybody say, Chandra's talking
Mm.
about kids. Chandra's talking about my mom. She tried to run with that damn storyline to make people feel sympathy for her ass. But what
Mm.
the fuck I said was, bitch, you can die just like your dog, or your dog is your karma, or some shit like that when that fucking
Damn.
dog died. And from that point, and this was all, and the date is on here. March 18th was that last message. March 18th.
Mm.
And Nikki been going in ever since then.
Wow. Well, Chandra, it is kind of harsh to say, you want her, her dog to die and everything like that. That's kind of harsh.
It was, but I ain't gonna even lie. I gotta work on that. I do say some mean things. I'm not gonna even lie. My mouth is not the best. My mouth is filthy. My mouth is a damn garbage can sewer when I get pissed off. And I gotta work on that. I tell people that all the time. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. What I do say
Hmm.
is, my mouth is nasty. Piss me off. You don't know what the fuck gonna come out.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, at least you acknowledge that. So I mean, honestly, I thought that Nikki had kind of vanished into thin air because I mean, I don't, no shade to anybody. I'm not trying to be shady to Nikki or anybody else. Somebody said, hi, Chandra. Good to hear from you. Thanks for joining us. Blessings. That was Miss Lot. She's so sweet. Um, I hadn't seen Nikki on the scene at all. And so she kind
That's
of
the
just
point.
disappeared.
She been
And
dry and not making no money. Yep, and that's why.
you said what?
She been dry trying to preach and not making no money, maybe 23, 30 views, if that.
I hate that I'm laughing because I'm not trying to be shady. I'm really trying to be neutral in all this. You said that I haven't seen her because she's been preaching, and there ain't nobody got time for the preaching. Ain't nobody got time for that. Um, and that, so what now she's back to being messy Nikki? Is that what you're saying?
Well, she back now. She just started, so she going in all her life. She'll preach. She's doing that fake preaching thing. Oh, God says nobody's taking me back to my days. I'm not going back to the old Nikki. I'm the new Nikki. God got new plans for me. And then she'll go to saying, but Frog over there, you ain't never called me Frog the whole time. Darnell called me Frog. But okay, percolator, like literally. So Nikki really pissed me off. So what I did was contact her Percocet Connect and let him know I'll have the laws all in your life if you sell her another drug. Ship anything else, do any food jars
What?
to Tennessee, I'm shutting you down. I'm letting you out. So I called
Wait
her.
a minute now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now I've had my own struggles because I was prescribed, and I'm sure you've heard
Nikki
about it
was
because the
getting
whole
her shit.
incident.
Nikki was getting her shit from Chicago. I knew about
Yeah,
all of that.
I never got no shit off. Mine was prescribed, and my body became dependent, and now I use my platform to preach against it because that's some horrible shit. I never took it for fun recreationally because I don't get high. I don't like to be high. So you saying that Nikki, that don't tell me what you think. Tell me what you know. Nikki gets Percocets imported from where?
From Chicago. That's what she was doing those food jars for. That's why she was really mad at Darnell and them, because remember she was shipping her food jars out, shipping that stuff out.
Yeah.
You know how shipping. She was shipping food out, but you know how people cover stuff up sometimes. She was getting her little connect. That's why Nikki was doing it. When they shut her kitchen down, they really slowed that down. That's why Nikki started making trips to Chicago. She started doing that, slowly but surely.
So was she getting the drugs in or shipping them out?
She was getting them in. Nikki takes the pills. Nikki stay high.
She takes them for recreation. I mean, wow. Well, I mean, Tammy did come on our page and tell us that she gave us some perks at the party and everything like that. But you threatened her drug connect and told him not to send her anything else. What did he say?
I told him I was gonna let the police know, FBI. I was gonna let everybody know. I let them know. I messaged because I remembered the name, so I went on Facebook and started trying to look because Nikki talks too much. I was like, oh, let me da 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 da, and I kept looking through her page before she blocked me, and I kept trying to find this thing. I remembered the name. All you gotta do is remember the name, and then you type that name, and it's not gonna be that many people of the same name on her page. You get what I'm saying?
That's true. That's how I found what Papa Bear name was. Everybody didn't know what it was.
You gotta go to Pamaya Campbell. Nikki got Pamaya Campbell. Nikki started
I know.
Yes.
Who you talking to? This Nandy.
To find him, and I did. And I went online and told her. I said, I shut your perk thing down. So you mad? You mad? I said, you can't get nothing else in the mail. And Nikki went on a dry spout, and she was just spazzing for a couple of days, for like about a week.
Damn.
And just tweaking in that, sitting there doing this, doing that. I mean, the whole nine. She couldn't get high. And then she finally got high. She did a live, and she was high as hell when she finally got her first hit. She had 2 ladies in her live, and she called herself talking about my crooked titties, my crooked nipples. Like, girl, the fuck? You're weird. You're talking about my areolas and talking about showing hers. And I was, so she just started doing that. It went from there. And if she got Darnell thinking that she's still preacher this, preacher that, but everybody in peep game. Her live, she doing 2 or 3 lives a day. She did a live last night. And they was in her comments calling her out. Nikki, why you got Darnell them food? You is still the devil you are.
Let me tell you something. Let me say this. Because, again, I ain't no hater. I'm going to go on record saying this. If anybody's watched this page long enough, I'm not a fucking hater. I'm going to say something to somebody's credit, even if I don't like them, if I feel that it's correct and it's accurate. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that, though. But I do that. I will say this. Darnell is not a dummy. You know what I'm saying? Tay is not a dummy. Any of those people over there, they're not dumb. Now Carmen's a dummy, but they're not dummies. They know that she's saying one thing and doing something else. So they might be pandering to her saying, oh, it's good you turned over a new leaf, or she might think she got them fooled, but they know what's up. They don't do shit but scroll online all day long. They know. They definitely know. Yeah. But more than that, the greater public knows. People see what Nikki is doing, and they nobody's fooled. Nobody will be fooled by it whatsoever. So tell me, I want to know about Papa Bear. Because there's been before we get on to that, y'all in the chat. This is Chandra. She's on live with us today. Somebody said that But they say some foul shit about Chaundra too. See, they poke her to get a reaction and then try to paint her as a villain. Now, I know that Nicki has done that to me personally. Definitely 100%. She's done that over the years to me. Then somebody else, Claudia Hill said, Nicki is back. She's a hot mess. Back to her old ways. She's back to cussing folks out for calling her out on her shit. You said the preaching wasn't working. Chandra, you there? She must got us on mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I was getting my son his after
You
school.
said the preaching wasn't working?
No, it wasn't. It was okay. It was lying dormant for a while. Lucifer is
Damn.
back.
So I want to hear about Papa Bear. Y'all hit the thumbs up button, please. We're gonna do let's do a $10 challenge, you guys. Listen, y'all. I've been on this bitch twice today. Okay, I got shit. I'm not online every day, and I'm damn sure not on here twice a day. I've been playing up with y'all and playing in y'all face 2 times, tap dancing and shit twice today. Okay, y'all go ahead and bless the Cash App. Let's do a $10 challenge. All right, you ain't got it, don't do it. But if you got it, please do it. Hit the Cash App up. It's Coach Nandi, CoachNandi. Let's do a $10 challenge, and and tip me for my time today. I definitely appreciate that because, I could be doing anything else in the world, but I'm here with you. All right. I want to hear about Papa Bear. What is Papa Bear's name? Is it Barry? Because that's the name that I found.
Okay. So thank you, sir. You have a blessed day. You got a sweet and sour sauce for my son?
It should be inside the box. I got you.
Thank you. You have a blessed day.
All right, you do it.
I'm sorry. So that's one thing Nicki did. That's one thing. So with Nicki's husband, she would never, I don't know what it was about it. Now she never, and I will say that. That's why when everybody was saying they had his name, when y'all was saying that, I was like, how? Because me and Nicki talk all the time, and Nicki never said his name. She would never say his name. So that's why when y'all said y'all had it, I was shocked. Because I was like, we talk.
Yeah, it's Barry. I found it. It's Barry, but go ahead.
Yeah, but that was crazy. So when y'all had said that, but she would be like, my man, or Papa Bear, we always talk. But when she was doing those lives, acting like he was there, I was just like, why don't you just go ahead and tell him, just, she's like, no. Even when she was cooking and grilling, like they was making them seasons together, I was like, just tell him. I've always asked her, like, why would you not want it to be done? But that's because she didn't want y'all to know what he went to prison for and what happened. That's what that was about.
Do you know what he went to prison for?
I'm going to tell you right now. So you can have all your story and all your facts. Her son's baby mama, she did a whole series on everything. I don't know if you've seen that. No,
I don't check for these people, child. I'm busy when I ain't on here. No, but give me the highlights. What the nigga went to jail for? I could imagine, but tell me.
He's supposed to be getting charged with manslaughter, but murder was supposed to be the case that they gave him. But
murder was the case that they gave me. Go ahead. Sorry.
All behind the stuff that him and Nicki, it's just like a scamming thing. They left Chicago. That's why Nicki left Chicago. They came to Tennessee to get away.
Yeah.
But yes, that's why she keeps saying he's getting out. I guess she's hoping he get manslaughter or second degree. Hoping for, which you can get out on manslaughter, second degree. I think you get 10 or 15 for those.
Yeah. You're going to do some time for manslaughter and second degree because somebody still was unalive. You're going to do some time for it. You're not going to just get straight probation.
Yeah. Well,
you're going to do some time for it. It's a mandatory minimum, just kind of depending on what state you're in.
He still won't come out and show that, I guess, because of whoever he did that to in Chicago might be looking for her, or her son is still in Chicago and she's just trying to she won't let that out. And that was all about a protecting thing. But she always want to holler, Shot-town. Why the hell did you leave? You ran. You're scared. Them motherfuckers is going to still find y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, literally. But, yeah. So,
is Barry locked up right now?
Yeah, he's locked up. Yes, he's locked up. She came out and admitted it. That's what she's mad at me about. She did a live talking about it was my place to tell y'all, not hers, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And now she plays him on live talking it from the jail cell, doing prayers and shit. I was like, hell, I went to prison for 10 years and I got in the Bible too. That's what I told her.
Chandra, what you was in jail for?
A drive-by shooting.
You shot somebody?
No, it
Don't
missed
admit
them.
to it. They said you shot somebody?
No, I did. I mean, we did a drive by, but I missed them. It didn't hit anybody.
Damn. Wow. So Nikki's husband is in jail. The crazy thing is Nikki would do lives calling me case number blah 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 blah, going and buying orange jumpsuits, just doing all this shit trying to get my attention. And I just continue to ignore her for the longest. And I still don't hate Nikki. I still wish well. I wish everybody well. And that's no cap. Like that's for real. But Nikki, the same shit that she was, trying to clown me for, her husband was dealing with. And then her son, she got one of her other family relatives in jail for unaliving his woman too. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know about that, but that happened back in Chicago.
back in Chicago.
But her
That's
son's
why
all
I
been in
said
jail and all
that
that.
on my live.
You know what
I
I'm
said
saying? And
that.
I'm not trying to, whatever. I'm not even going to explain that shit away. But I just find it's very hypocritical, to be talking about somebody and going and putting on orange jumpsuits and calling them names and acting like you behind jail bars and shit. And the nigga that you in love with, I don't even know that they married. The man that you
Nope.
in love with done unalive somebody.
No, they are not. They did what they did. They did a ceremony. But when you pull
Mhm.
up her public records, we all paid for it. We pulled it up. When I tell you, several people have. She is not married. Nikki is Pamaya Campbell. Nikki is not
Yes.
married. She's
That's
not
what I
married.
figured. They had
Yep.
a little ceremony though. I saw the ceremony.
Yes, they had a ceremony, but they did not legally get married.
Damn. Somebody said, "Where's Nikki?" So is she still in Chicago? Not Chicago, in
Tennessee?
Tennessee?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
still in Tennessee.
She's still in that house?
Nikki has moved again, but listen, she's about to lose her housing. It came out. Everything came out about her being on Section 8, so she's mad about that. So all that time she's making all that
I've
money,
been told you.
started
I've
reporting.
been told y'all she was on Section 8. I told y'all
Yes,
that 4 years ago.
yeah,
I
she's
already
on
knew
Section.
that. Listen, but go ahead.
Yeah,
So she lost her Section
so
8, which, if you're
I
out there
called
and you on
housing on her.
Section 8, I'm not
I
demonizing
called
it.
housing.
Whatever. I'm
I
just saying I
called
knew she
housing.
was. But go ahead.
I called housing on her. I did do that. I told her I did
You
that.
call her. Why would you do that?
Girl, Nikki was doing too much when it comes to speaking on my son, calling my son gay. She following everybody else. Everybody say MJ's gay. She started saying it and marking in the comments, talking about and just doing all kinds of shit and saying my
So
son
what
is
if he
messing with
is?
my
So what if he is gay? What's the big? I don't
girl.
understand. How is
So
that? Okay.
it got deeper than that. What popped off the big thing is, Nikki can't be in one of her grandbabies' lives, right? The
No,
son's
I didn't know that.
the new baby that Nikki was bragging about, trying to get everybody to
The
buy
one
all that
she
stuff for.
named that skincare line after Nevaeh, whatever.
The new baby, yeah.
She calls it Nevaeh's winter. Y'all go buy Nikki skincare. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go buy Nikki skincare line. If it's still out there, y'all go buy the skincare line. Nevaeh winter, she can't be on her wet. She can't have her on her live. Why not? What happened?
Girl, she can't be in that. They do not. Everything, a lot of shit hit the fan. So me and Nikki got into it, and when Nikki brought my kids into it, I said something about her kids. I said something about her sons, and when I
Oh
said my
God.
son is messing with your baby, with his brother, then that's probably why your son can't be in his daughter's life because he's messing. I said that. So Nikki, in return,
Oh
started trying
God.
to reach out to the baby mama, trying to get me and the baby mama into it. Make a
Mm.
long story short, it backfired, and then Nikki and them turned around and did a CPS call to try to get that girl in trouble, and called and made it seem like it was me, and we played all this shit online to where
Get
CPS
out of
workers
here.
got fired. Yep, to where CPS workers got fired. I said, why
So
would you take
Nikki called CPS?
Nikki and her little crew on that
But why would Nikki call CPS? Because when somebody called them on her son, she had a fucking connection about it. I remember that.
man? When I tell you Nikki is dirty, and it played out, but it played out. The worker got in
Mm.
trouble because the worker knew her by Pamaya Campbell. And when I called online when I was at work, and they thought that it was gonna make me and this baby mama fall out, it didn't happen like that. It backfired because the baby mama knew it wasn't me because the worker had already talked to her. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I never knew where the baby mama stayed. I didn't know the other kids' names. Whoever called had all the kids' names first and last and had information that I wouldn't know about this baby mama.
Uh-huh.
So that was like a dumb crash dummy move. But Nikki played that role because everybody be saying I call CPS on myself. So Nikki thought that would play out.
I see.
Never original. And it backfired on her.
So tell me about how you call housing authority on her.
I called to let them ask them if they knew about. I was like, Pamaya, do y'all know this? Do y'all know? And kept giving the name. And so I had one of my other supporters on the phone, and we kept doing this. And I was like, you know what? Hey, y'all need to do an investigation. Investigation. She makes money off of this. She makes money off of that. Y'all know she had a seasoning line and stuff. And they was like, nah, give you the information. They can't tell you nothing about the person.
Right.
But they gonna take the information. And how I knew and confirmed everything, because that lady was like, okay, so is there anything else? And how long has this been going on? She wouldn't tell me that, but she was interested in trying to get information. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
And what is the page called? And what's the other page called?
Wow.
Yeah. She was getting all the information. And not too long after that, Nicki got pissed. Nicki came on live, so I knew something happened. And that's when I did my live. I was like, what, Section 8 contact you, bitch? Now you got to start paying extra rent. Now you got to start paying some rent. You got to start paying
No, they
rent.
will terminate your membership in that program. They ain't no paying extra rent. They gonna kick you out and then garnish your money going forward. Like, they definitely will do that.
It depends on how much she made or what she's turning in, because people do it all the time. You know, it's a lot of content creators on Section 8. It's a lot of content creators on Section 8.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I watch a lot of people, and I see a lot of people getting busted every day, and I be laughing when they get told on or get mad at another creator. I see a lot of them.
But I knew Nicki was going to lose her Section 8 housing eventually. And I said this because Nicki had claimed, Nicki got a PPP loan, which was fraud. Because she said she had a business. But if you got a business and you lost $20,000, because that's how much her loan was, that means that you didn't tell Section 8 people that you had a business and you was making money. If you had one, which we know she didn't. But if you had one and you were making money, you was in violation of the Section 8 program. So all that shit's tied together because it's all the government's money. It's all the government's pie. How it's sliced up, that's a different story. But that whole pie belongs to the government. All of it, meaning everything, all these programs. So I knew it was just a matter of time. The PPP stuff going to come crashing down on her too, and everybody else who got a PPP.
I was just about to get ready to say that's coming next. That is well, she did do the paperwork to get that stuff. You know how everybody did it to get it forgiven and just this and that. What's gonna catch Nicki up is that the business that she used did not have it was not a building there. There was no address there. You know what I'm saying? It was a fake address. If she would have used a building with an address that probably changed names, it would be a different story. But Nicki gave an address that nothing exists there.
If Nicki had given a real address, it doesn't matter, even if the loan was forgiven. We talked about this already. Many people got their loans forgiven, not because the government went in one by one and validated and verified that the legitimacy of applications. It was a mass forgiveness. It was a general thing. It was generalized. Everybody's basically got forgiven. But what they're doing now is going back into those forgiven loans. When they get information that somebody committed fraud on those loans, they're going back in and saying, hold up, we forgave you, but you wasn't supposed to get this money to begin with. And bitch, you're going to jail. Like that's happened many times. Like I've read many articles about that. Just because your loan was forgiven doesn't mean that you were legit, that they legitimized you. It doesn't mean that. It means everybody's was forgiven. You know, there was a grant for it.
But her and her
so a fund for it.
They was both doing them, her and her son. So yeah, it's a lot.
Girl, I know. I told y'all. I told the world. I know. They was definitely both doing it. But this is sad. You know, I don't rejoice in somebody's downfall. I'm not gonna hold you. I really don't. Because I know I just don't rejoice in anybody's downfall. I hate to hear that, you know, y'all two are beefing, especially over something so stupid. But it does seem like Nicki and all her friends fall out.
It's not even that. I was one of the closest ones, and everybody told her that. Everybody told her, Chaundra sticking with you through everything. Like, literally, when everybody turned on her for making friends with Darnell, I still stood there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't fuck with Darnell, but I still stood there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was, everything. I told Nicki, I said, and now that she talking about she gonna fly out to fight my friends, these other content creators that she's into it with because they taking up for me. I said, Nicki, you're not gonna fly out no damn where. You scary. I said, bitch, you called me to go to Vegas to whoop Corman ass. You called me to go to Houston when it was time for your fashion show because you thought the other content creator down there was supposed to whoop your ass. Like, literally, you call me every time something fucking go down. So please don't. I said, we got to Vegas and you want to act innocent and holier than thou. Girl, please. She was literally supposed to let me take the whole rap for that shit when we got put out the Cosmopolitan by my damn self.
Yeah.
And my dumb ass fell for the shit because the shit was in my name. And I'm a federal fucking employee.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. You got too much to lose. Nicki, you know, you from what I know of you, I don't know. Like somebody said, I'm glad to see that you two apologize to each other. I didn't have anything to apologize to Chandra for because I never did anything to Chandra at all. Chandra will tell you that. I never fucked with her, not, maliciously or anything like that. And I never had a beef with you. You know what I'm saying? You said what you said, I said what I said, and that's it. But You have too much to lose. I mean, from what I can see, you set up nicely. You have a nice home. Your kids are well taken care of. From what I can see, from what I see, your kids are well taken care of. You stay working. From what I see, from the footage that I do see, you can't jeopardize that. In Nikki's case, it's Nikki's in a precarious situation. Her situation is totally different than yours, and she doesn't have as much to lose as you do. So it seems on the outside looking in. So you can't play these reindeer games, with people like that, trying to get your kids taken away from you and all the other shit that that you told me that she be doing. It's best that y'all sever ties, because nothing good can come of that friendship. And I honestly don't see y'all ever. Somebody trying to come on. Hold on, let me see what's happening. Let me see who's trying to come on. Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. Hello?
No, you're fine. I want to thank you for letting me come up. And again, I want to apologize to your people, because I should have never jumped in that shit with Nikki.
No worries.
That's just me. If I was friends with you, Nandy, and the shoe was on the other foot, and I knew you was wrong, I'm gonna ride with you too, with whoever the fuck else, and I'm gonna beef with everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of friend that I am.
I understand.
That gets me in a lot of trouble because it causes me beef with a whole bunch of other people by doing
I understand. That's why with Lena, Carmen's ex-BFF and, former, she made herself her Carmen's secretary. People like, why are you talking to Lena? Why are you giving her another new white? Like, why are you letting her on the page? Because Lena was friends with Carmen. And I understand when you friends with somebody, like that was her best friend that you want to take, you don't want to see your friend hurt. You want to take up for your friend, especially when it's the world against your friend. Like you want to pipe up for them. And I understand that. I get it. Now, what I've been doing all the shit that she was doing? No, getting people, my page still hasn't recovered on Facebook. You know how many views we get on videos? I be behind the scenes looking at the statistics. When I do a live or even post a reel, that shit get like 30,000 views in a day. 100-something thousand views by the end of the week. Everything that I post on that page. When I go and look at the numbers behind the scenes, that's bank that I should be making on Facebook. And I'm not, because of what Carmen and Lena did to my page fraudulently, because I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't infringing on copyright, but they had rigged it up so that it messed up the page. And eventually I did get it straightened out, and I did share that note. It took me about a year to get it straightened out with Facebook. They were like, okay, you're right. It wasn't copyright because it is da-da-da-da-da. But my page never did get right, and Facebook still owed me money. And because of that, that caused a lot of problems for me. It greatly impacted my lifestyle and my livelihood greatly. I was making easy between Facebook and YouTube, $12,000, $13,000 a month. Easily.
Yep. That's what I was about to say. Yep.
And that was on a light day. And that was with me not even going hard every day. And they messed it up. And that put me in a precarious situation and hurt my relationships and my friendships with some people who at that time helped me because I needed the help at that time. And so yeah. So
I definitely know, but that's why I said I sympathize with Lena, because I know when you ride or die with somebody, you a ride or die. You don't find friends like that.
Yeah, I understand.
You don't find people like us. That's why I said, you don't find people like us. But I'll tell you right now, this is a learning experience, because Nikki is the only, outside of me, after I got out of prison, I said I'd never be friends with a female like that again. Nikki was the one that I really got close to and talked to and knew everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I really wrote, and just, for her to flip like that behind money. But the love of money will fuck up anything.
You're right.
The bag like the mother YouTubers.
You're right. You're 100% right about that. Well, I guess Nikki will be getting views and everything like that on her page. Somebody said, in arresting anyone and everyone that's attached. You are correct about that. She's talking about the, Nicki and the PPP fraud. Somebody said, I'm proud of you, sis Chaundra, for apologizing. Yes, I do appreciate that. Somebody said, wow. Somebody said, that's sad what people do. Nandy, you got it, hon? Or are you talking about the Cash App? I'm not sure. I don't check my Cash Apps like
in the chat, and I'm about to get Cash App you too.
Oh, you want to Cash App me? You don't have to Cash App me.
I bless anybody I go on, and that's what they be saying. I be paying people to do stuff. No, I don't pay nobody. I just bless people. I do.
I definitely don't I definitely don't pay anybody to come on the show. Like I've never paid anybody to come on the show.
No, they're saying I pay people to come after them. That's what they're saying. Like they're trying to get they're trying to get 3 gentlemen and a lady back into it, and she ain't even falling for it. She did a live at 3:00 in the morning, correcting and setting their ass straight.
Oh, you talking about Miss Miriam's Carolyn? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yep.
Carolyn and Miss Marion, for the most part, they mind their business that I know of. I've never seen them.
They do,
The
but
only
yeah,
time I ever seen Carolyn get turned was, with the Carmen and Tay shit, and they're back and forth, and that was because of Tay went over there and touched Miss Marion's iPad. We all saw it. I'm not even gonna go back down that road, but yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Somebody says, Nandy, you gotta recognize Satan when you see them. 100, exactly, definitely. They know. She can say whatever, but they know. Hey there, Nandy and Chandra. They say hello to you in the chat. Booker, did Nandy get that? Miss Booker would not know because she's not attached to my Cash App. Chandra, is there anything? Because I
no,
would
you're
say
good.
that
I'm actually pulling up at my son's football practice. That's what I was doing. I got my
oh,
son.
you have to go. Okay. Is there
Yeah.
anything that you wanted to say to Nikki?
My thing,
In closing.
in closing with Nikki, my thing is this. She know I was a real friend. She know I've always been there. Anytime she needed money, I was there. I've always helped her out. I didn't come on a book when she got her BMW repossessed. I didn't come and brag about it. Nobody knew her car got
When she
repossessed.
got her BMW repossessed, that truck she be shooting and
It's
shooting her
gone, girl.
house in?
It's gone. Girl got repossessed.
When?
Like a long time ago. Shit, about close to about a year ago. 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nikki's car being on. Nikki got somebody else blessed her with a car, but I'm gonna let y'all know right now she scammed her way into that car, going to church talking, I'm this single mom and I gotta get da da da, and somebody with a heart, you know how godly people are. She
Yeah.
got a car. She gonna
Yeah.
try to talk about it and be like, oh no, this lady offered. No, you give your sob story. She know how to play people. I'm gonna give
Right.
it. She's good. She need to be an actor for Tyler Perry because she can play a motherfucker real good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She can. And she know what she did. Get on there and do them tears just like she did for her son's graduation just now. Like the Amazon wish list. Like, girl, please stop. Like at the end of the day, stop. Get a job. Go get a job.
Mm,
Be an average person. Don't sit here and keep trying to leech and think you're gonna make it
mm.
something. But my thing is that she lost a real friend and I would never
Yeah.
fuck with
You never fuck with her again.
her. Never, never.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think that's the smart thing to do. If you're not getting along with somebody, y'all got friction, they done called up, especially if you done called up on my kids, I can't never fuck with you again after something like that. So, yeah, I think it's best that y'all just stay away from each other for sure.
All right. Well, thank you. And your cat app is in the chat or just pinned at the top. See it on this end. It's gonna get all
My
big up.
cash app is real simple. It's just Coach and Andy with an I. Some bitch created one with a Y and try to hijack my account. So
Okay, so let me
whatever.
know in the chat when you get it. I'm going to do it right now.
Okay. All right. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
coming on the show. I appreciate it.
You have a blessed day.
All right. Have a good day.
Come
Take
on,
care.
get your helmet. Good. Bye. Get your helmet. Come on, let's go.
All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me see how I can do this. Oh, she hung up. Okay. I think she hung up. Let me see. Oh no. Hold on, y'all. It's been a long time since I had somebody on the show. I gotta remove her from the studio. There we go. All right, y'all. Well, y'all heard it here, honey. Y'all heard all the tea on today. And they said somebody was telling me that Nicki had turned over a new leaf and that she was into God and everything like that. And I believed it because Nicki used to have those like she had a page where she was doing devotionals and her and her friend Michelle Hightower, God rest her soul, she dead. I'm not going to speak ill of the dead because it says more about me than it does about that person. So God rest her soul. She and Nicki used to do these daily devotionals and everything like that. And then Nicki would get right off of there and jump right into, rip it into my ass. And I didn't give a fuck. Because you know what? I don't care what anybody thinks about me. That's none of my business. What your opinion is of me. But Nicki, this is her. I don't find anything that Chaundra just told me hard to believe because I personally have experienced it with Nicki. Nicki and I were never friends. We weren't coochie crunch, but we certainly weren't enemies either. This is why I couldn't understand why Nicki was doing what she was doing and saying what she was saying and coming for me the way that she was, because it was completely unprovoked. If you know me, you know I don't fuck with anybody on this page. I don't speak on anybody but Carmen and Tay. I've had plenty of opportunity to bring people on this platform to talk about people, and I've not done that because that's no. Mm-mm. But Nicki, I guess she's living in, and with the decisions of some of the things, the outcome and the consequences, I should say, of some of the things that she has talked about. And she talked about me, and she talked about those charges and everything like that. Meanwhile, Chandra just told me she has a whole supplier that they are committing mail fraud for by shipping narcotics in the mail. Like, that is serious Fed time. Like, that's a federal crime. So, and then all the other shit that Nicki would say and do, and, make fun of, and et cetera, et cetera. But I already knew that that was coming from a place of hurt, and a place of insecurity, place of jealousy. Definitely everything we did on this page, Nicki would do on her page. It was like you were watching the show all over again. Kind of, not really. But she definitely tried to mimic it. So I knew it was coming from there. And that's okay. Everybody's not going to like you, and everybody's not going to wish you well, but don't fuck with me, because I wasn't fucking with you for the longest time. So I understand what Chandra was saying about how Nicki just came out of nowhere and flipped on her and just started messing with her and talking about her, and, and just basically messing with her unprovoked. I believe her 100% because I've been there. So it looks like a girl, Nicki is back, honey. Looks like she'll be back, and she'll be back in that bedroom. Yeah, I said it's a bed. I thought it was a couch. Child, I couldn't make out if it was a couch or a bed behind her. She'll be back, back on that couch, back on the blanket and everything like that. And back on her shit, back on her bullshit, And, I'm here for it, People do what makes them feel good and do what they do, right, wrong, or indifferent, or whatever. At the end of the day, be you. If you want to preach about God, but you know that you're really a demon, whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? People going to see through that. So that's why when Chaundra was saying that Carmen and her team and all them, that Nicki got them convinced. Nicki doesn't have any of them convinced at all. Nobody's dumb. Everybody knows what's up. And if they don't know, that's because they haven't been following along like I haven't. And but something like that is very easy to see. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if what Nicki is going to how she's going to respond and carry herself going forward, and all that. And we will certainly be watching from the sidelines, child. But you guys, I really appreciate y'all jumping on here. Realistic lady, I'm not sure. I haven't checked what about Dawn? Who's Dawn? I don't know who's Dawn. Did the Cash App come through? I don't know. I would have to check my Cash App. Let me see. Let me make sure Carmen ain't got my motherfucking Cash App account, because that bitch definitely, I promise y'all, somebody created a Cash App account similar to my Cash App name. First they tried to get into my Cash App account, then they created a name similar to it to get my Cash Apps in case somebody made a mistake. And sometimes that does happen. So I would have to navigate away from here to get into my Cash App, because I don't have it on my other phone. It's my work phone. But Dawn of the Dead, or etc. I don't know who that is. Play with God by yourself, not with me. Right. Play with God by yourself and not with me. Exactly. It's the murder. Fendi bitch said, what's up, Fendi bitch? Fendi bitch said, it's the murder charge for me from Nicki's ex-boyfriend, Barry, aka Papa Bear. I've been told y'all she wasn't married. And it's nothing wrong with not being married to marriage is not for everyone. But when you get online acting like you're married and showing the closet with all this stuff in it and a little liquor corner and shit, talking about, that they absolutely live there and you're absolutely married and everything like that, that definitely makes people question the legitimacy of what you're saying. So we all already knew. We already knew. But did I know that he had a murder charge? Murder was the case that they gave me? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Now I'm going to have somebody look it up and look into it and see all the particulars of it, all the shit that they like to do to me. But Dawn Hampton, I don't know who that is. Do y'all know who Dawn Hampton is, y'all? I have no idea who Dawn Hampton is. But Chandra, I don't know if you sent the Cash App. If you did, which I'm sure you did because you said you did, Thank you so much for the Cash App. You guys, I'm doing a Cash App challenge. If you have enjoyed me today, because I damn sure been hanging out with y'all all day long. And y'all know I'm not for play. Y'all know I'm here for pay now. I've been hanging out with y'all all day, neglecting my duties. I got unanswered emails. I got shit to do. But I done been on here twice, and both lives been piping hot. Both lives. I done showed y'all a smoking gun from the Carmen case. The exact video that cost Carmen $1.3 million out of that whole lawsuit that Karina had against her. I showed y'all the exact video. I done walked y'all through. I done had brought Chaundra on here. She done spilled all the tea and everything else in between. I've been playing with y'all all day long. All right. So if you guys have it, please do send a tip to Coach Nandi, CoachNandi. I'd appreciate it. All right. And those of you who have already sent one, for the live or for my birthday, I definitely, appreciate it. Oh, RH sister. Who is RH? Y'all know I don't know these people like that. If it's not Carmen and Tay, I really don't be knowing who these people are. Somebody said Nicki, Fendi bitch. Nicki came out recently and said that she got married in Jamaica. Oh, okay. Then had a ceremony in America, and that's why no one can find the marriage certificate. Well, I happen to know some yard people. Jamaicans call themselves yardis. I know some yardis, and that's easily found. Nicki has a very unique name. It's Pomaya, Pomiya Campbell, if I'm remembering correctly. She has a very unique name, so that's easy. It's not like it's, Linda Williams. It's easily verifiable information. So it's easy to find out in Jamaica if they got married over there. And if they had got married in Jamaica, she would have produced, she calls herself, she's a self-proclaimed, because I sure didn't give her the title, honey, but she's a self-proclaimed receipt queen. She calls herself that. That's what she used to call herself when she had Michelle Hightower in her corner doing all the footwork and shit for her. But I ain't never seen one receipt from Nicki. She'll flash that phone and that's about it, bitch. I ain't never seen one hardcore proof piece of receipt from her ever. But she was showed a receipt of the Jamaican ceremony. Bitch, show me the picture of the rice and peas, bitch. I want to see the jerk chicken on the grill. Show me something, bitch. Bitch, you got to show me something, because I ain't believing it. I'm not believing it. But that's funny. She came out and said, said that. Somebody said, even if you, hold on a second. Somebody said, even if you got married in Jamaica, she came back to the United States. If she wanted to bring her husband back, she had to register that marriage. So is he or was he here illegally? So y'all saying Papa Bear is foreign? Is Papa Bear foreign, John? I never heard that. I didn't know that. I did not know that Papa Bear is from Jamaica. Her father is from Jamaica, allegedly from what I've heard and what I've always known. So yeah. Let's see. So whose voice was she playing, pretending to be Papa's when she was doing the he said, she said? Her own. She's, that voice can get a little deep. I heard it before. I've seen her on the phone talking to absolutely nobody. Now that's true. We saw Nicki in the car in the parking lot acting like she was talking to Papa Bear, and she had on a pair of shades. And what she didn't know was that the shades was reflecting what was in front of her. We could see that no one was in front of her, standing in front of her at all whatsoever. She was talking to her damn self in the car, saying that Papa Bear was there and so protective of her, and etc., and blowing kisses at him and everything like that. And we look in the damn shades and ain't nobody's supposed to be here. How did you get here, honey? Nobody's supposed to be here. Nobody was there. She was talking to no one. It's kind of like when she said that she said somebody, who was it? The social worker was there, and he ran up the stairs and everything, and that was her. She had ran up the stairs, and it was Nikki's done a lot on this here internet. I ain't gonna. She's done a lot. She's done a lot. Don't even get in this mess, Nandy, because Chandra, aka Frog, and her cult is messy, miserable, and devils. Well, I can tell you this. I'll say this about that. And I need y'all to hear me and hear me good. Nandy, as y'all know, can handle her own. All right. I'm not on nobody fucking side. All right. Not Chandra's side, not Nicki's side, not Tay's side. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm here to get the facts and to identify with some of the facts when I can. If some shit happened to me from anybody who tells it, I'm gonna identify, let them know that yes, I believe that because that happened to me or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I mean, no, I'm not on anybody. No, absolutely not. I'm not getting in the middle of the mess. This is me covering what's going on and getting right back on the sidelines where we normally are, watching all the shit play out from the sidelines. But I did want to get it straight from Chaundra and hear what she had to say because it was just easier for me to get the information directly from the source as opposed to trying to piece it together because I really had no idea. Piece it together or get it from cherry picked or whatever, what have you. Now I know directly and we got so much more information too. But no, don't worry. This is not something that I'm going to be wallowing in and, salivating over and shit. No, I needed to get the information, give Chandra a platform to speak her piece. And that's it. We can move on. But I appreciate your concern because y'all are always looking out for me. Jenny McClendon, are you fucking nuts? Don't y'all know the number one rule on this page is that we do not tell people, we do not say who's live. This is a rule that started on Nandy After Dark. Okay? This is a rule that started only on this page. I don't give a fuck when you might hear it now. This is the rule that started over here because this is something that came out of my brain. I never heard anybody else say it. So everybody knows this. So for you to come over here and tell me that Nicki's going live, I don't give a fuck that Nicki's going live. Everybody, let me escort you out. I ain't gonna block and ban you, but I am gonna put you out right now. I am gonna put you out. I don't appreciate that. Oh, it looked like somebody probably already deleted you or something. Let me see. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. I ain't gonna ban you though. All right, you guys. Let me get off of here. Y'all have a good rest of the day. I'm glad that Chaundra came on and said what she had to say. Thank you, Miss Booker, for your help in the comments, letting people know that tips are greatly appreciated. Realistic Lady, I'm sure I did get somebody asked if I had Chime. I do have Chime. It's the same thing. It's Coach Nandy, CoachNandi. Barry what? I didn't know at the time, but I've been so far removed from that story, I'm not sure. Hi TD, what's up, baby? Hi T Evans, Essence. Oh, my gorgeous niece Renee. Jealousy is a terrible spirit. You ain't lying. One thing, I don't give a fuck what they say about me on this internet. They definitely can't say that I'm jealous. I'm jealous of no one at all. I ain't got a jealous bone in my body. What's up, Kaya Connor? That's right, I don't. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Christina Osborne. What you laughing at, girl? Hi, Yvonne Young. Hi, Miss Amanda. Rebecca says Chandra's good people. Crystal Young, hello. Hi, Miss Dorsey. Hi, Nix. Hi, Tanya Harvey. Hi, Eunice. Miss Eunice. Hi, ATL. Teresa Jones. Miss Jones. Elisa Townsend. Hello. All right, you guys. If I missed your name, please know that I am not trying to overlook you on purpose. Do your research on Frog. Y'all stop calling her Frog, please. Do your research on Frog. Everyone knows. I already know Chandra. I already know about her. This is not my first time talking to Chandra. A number was in my phone. Not that we ever had long conversations, but I must have talked to her at least once before. But I'm aware of who Chandra is and how she moved and all that. I know. You just heard me tell her that, it was wrong for her to wish Nicki's dog was dead or whatever. I also told her about Vera's child. I'm aware of who Chandra is. I'm not agreeing to this, sweetheart. Just because I don't speak on things that's going on the internet does not mean that Nandy does not know or is aware of. I might not know all the facts, but I'm loosely aware of a lot of shit that happens, especially in this Carmen and Tay circle or the players who are adjacent to it. Somebody said Nicki was itching. Nicki was itching for the drama. She was looking for a way to insert herself back into the drama. She is full of shit. Okay. Well, this will get her back in the game, honey. Hi, Cynthia Tucker. Okay, much respect. Thank you. I know you're looking out for me. I know you guys love me and appreciate me, and I love and appreciate you all just as much. Very much so. All right. Y'all go show y'all love in my Cash App. That's what y'all can do. Y'all want to thank me? Hit the Cash App up. All right. It's Coach Nandy, CoachNandi. I'm getting off of here. I got things to do. I got to play catch up. But y'all have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, your engagement. I really, really do appreciate it. If you're watching this on the replay, please make sure that you leave a comment. I look at pretty much all the comments. I go back and look at the comments as they come in on the replay after the live is over. And I do respond to those as well. So thank you so much. Please make sure that you're following this page. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next live. Bye.